Welcome back, everybody, to the Two Idiots franchise with the Kansas City Royals, where we have lost our very first game in the ALDS challenge against the Boston Red Sox. It was a 7-10 loss, and it was a noble effort there at the end. We actually had somewhat of a little bit of glimmer of hope there, right there in the twilight hours at the end of the game. However, Boston does end up taking it 10-7. So we move forward into game two. Still not an elimination conversation yet. This is a best of 5 series. So with game two coming up, it's going to be Stephen Kolek versus Garrett Crochet.
I was just thinking, our run into the World Series here that we're about to do has to have some adversity. It wouldn't be a great story without some adversity, right?
That's right. That's true.
Yeah. So that's what it was. We're going to overcome the defeat in game one, and we're going to put on a hell of a show here in game two.
We're going to bounce back.
Oh, big time.
Welcome back, everybody. The ALDS Game 2 as we continue here against Boston. It is time for the bounce back and the return to form. We were able to put some runs on the board, but we could not prevent them as Boston outscored us in Game 1, and it's time to recover. We are at Kauffman Stadium, the last of the first 2 home games, and hopefully we don't have to see another. I'd like to take the next 3 games and just go ahead and make this thing clean from here on out. But it's going to be a tough challenge, and here in the postseason in year 1, I'm hoping that we have put together a better roster than we were anticipating in order to get some success here. Making it to the postseason was already a delightful surprise, but now it's really time to see what we're made of, and a bounce back is needed after Game 1. Kolek was awesome for us throughout the entire year, ending with a 3.69 ERA, and it does look fine to me. 71 strikeouts is a pretty low amount, though, so his K per 9 is not how he relies on getting his outs. We begin against Matt Chapman. It's a strike inside at 94.
You got to keep this guy off the base pass.
Yeah, we sure do. He goes after a cutter under the zone, and we're ahead 0-2 to begin.
Matt Chapman not known for stealing bases, but he stole 1 and attempted to steal 2 in last game. So
yep. And he reaches outside the zone to pop that into right field, and we've got our first out off of 3 pitches. A promising beginning for Kolek. Like to see a lot more of that. Low pitch counts, establishing dominance inside the zone. Good cutter there to Duran.
Duran was the villain of game 1.
Well, I feel like half of this lineup was participating in villainy, but oh, well, fantastic. A defensive flub at first base as we've got an error here instead of out number 2.
Oh, Duran was the one who hit the grand slam, so I guess we could say our pitchers were the villain.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But we turn to Willie Abreu. Fantastic sinker from Kolek as we're going to have to put in some extra work here and get 4 outs this inning. Steal attempts. We throw to second, and the throw is high. Oh, boy. Boston is trying to apply the pressure here very quickly. And that's a miss in the center of the zone from Kolek. It's lifted deep into center field. That should absolutely be enough to advance Duran, and he will take third base. So 90 feet away from scoring the first run as Boston seeks an early lead. And it's Wilson Contreras up now as he watches a slider trailing away.
We'll just give Boston a little bit of false hope here. That's all it is.
Okay, sinkers in there as we tie up the count 1-1. Nice cutter.
That was a great location.
And we'll go slider. We'll bear down on it too. Yes, important to get through this inning without allowing a run, and Kolek does it. And we'll get our first look here at Garrett Crochet. 6 innings pitched in his first appearance in the postseason, not against us, but a 3 ERA means somebody did score on him. I know he's touchable, but a great pitcher here, and we're certainly in for a challenging day at the plate. We begin with TJ Friedl. And a center of the zone fastball we're just laid on, and Friedel lifts it to left for the first pitch out.
Well, it was a good pitch to swing at. It just didn't get the results we needed.
Yeah, couldn't quite barrel that one up. It was almost actually in the green area, the good timing when we made contact, but it's a quick out instead. Bobby Witt Jr. going after a cutter too far inside. Need to work on that pitch selection here. Well, that was a better one to go after, but we're late and it draws foul.
99 up in the zone.
Yep. It's just hard to lay off when they're in the zone there as Bobby to center field flies out. The moment there, I had a hope that it was going to drop in, find some grass.
Well, thought it might have just been shallow enough.
Yeah. Maybe. So Garcia steps to the plate now and shouldn't have swung at that here. Crochet, lots of early success here, mixing up the locations. I'm swinging at some bad pitches to start. 0-1. Tried to let that one go. Looked like it was coming inside, and it does scrape the inside edge. 0-2. And there's a sinker that misses.
That was a good take.
Thank you. Gotta try to lock down not swinging at garbage here. A little closer, I think, on that four-seam Riyadh was. Not much movement there to give me pause, though, as we even it up to a 2-2 count. Oh, the sweeper! The movement on that was nasty, man.
Does every Boston pitcher throw a sweeper?
For our sakes, I hope not.
It seemed like everyone we faced in the first game, everybody threw a fucking nasty sweeper. Now we got fucking Crochet up there.
Yeah. You know he is good for a lot of innings if we allow it, and that was a quick first inning. We'll try to bounce back here with Kolek, continue holding the score at 0-0. As Trevor Story swings above that slider low. Masataka Yoshida steps to the plate now. One out in the top of the second. And that was a miss in location by Kolek, luckily only fouled away. Playing a sinker low and away. Great location, though. It's not a very far miss away from where I was seeing it.
That was almost perfect.
Cutter gets him to swing over the top of it. Yeah. Don't think I've thrown that circle change yet, so we'll try that one trailing low and away. Got him! And I said that at the top that Kolek was not a high K per 9 guy, not typically how he gets his outs, but out of the first 5 that have been recorded, that is 3 strikeouts. So far, he's really outpacing his expectations for strikeouts. Cutter lifted, right field shallow, and we're there. Scoops it out of the grass.
That was right by the tip of the glove.
Yeah. No true hits yet for either team as we move to the bottom of the second. Just an error on the board here for the Royals. Neither team able to get an advantage of the pitcher just yet as we swing over that sinker early. Ooh. Yeah, he got me to twitch, got me to think about it, but we checked it. I don't expect a high-scoring game here today. That first game was a blitz of runs, especially there towards the end of it, where Boston pulled away massively, got 10 runs on the board, and then we were able to claw back some dignity, finishing with 7. I don't expect the same thing to be repeated here, as Collins will get another try as we fouled that one away, luckily. 1-2.
As long as our pitching staff don't fall apart, we're all right.
Yeah. Well, 98 goes right by Collins on the swing. Crochet records the second strikeout of the day so far. And Pasquatch here could make up for that error. You just crush it.
Definitely make me forget about that error for sure.
Yeah. 1-0 from Crochet. Inside
I
on
don't
the
think
single.
Vinny was charged, but I think it was charged to the second baseman because it was a throwing error. So
Yeah, that's true.
it was E4. So
96 is fouled away on the inside.
step in front.
Yeah, a little bit. 2-1. Oh, just a sweeper, man.
This has got a lot of downward movement.
Yep, and there it is again. Felt like I timed that one pretty well. Yeah, it's the location. Couldn't barrel that. 2-2. Gotta defend the zone. The cutter, even with good timing. Pasquatch is underneath it, lifting it high to first base, and it's out number 2. Can Doyle get this offense started? Still seeking our first hit. Man, 96, right in the wheelhouse. Timed it just early. Should have been a souvenir in left field. It's a big miss there. Might be the biggest so far from Crochet.
Big overthrow.
Yeah. And that one is hit well. We do finally barrel one, but Doyle not quick enough to leg out an infield single as it's an out to short. Inning number 3 here beginning. Neither team able to get a foothold in the game so far. As Rafaela swings on the first pitch and we jam him low and inside for a pop out near the batter's box. Not the batter's box, the on-deck circle. That's my bad. Not a box at all.
No, it's a circle.
Completely different shape.
Yep, that ball went out.
Missing away to Meyer.
You can chase that sinker.
Cutter's been working pretty well for us today. We're only through just a handful of outs, really, but getting good locations on that. Fooled him badly as Kolek continues to rack up the Ks. That's number 4.
Circle change is working.
Yeah, it sure is. We've been very selective about throwing that pitch, and maybe it's something to do with that, the infrequency of it. They're not expecting it anymore
Off the plate,
as we
ball
miss
1.
away with a cutter. Oh, no. Chapman deep to left center field, and it's out of here as Boston is going to strike first and put one on the board in the 3rd inning.
Told you we should have hit him. I think the best thing with Chapman is pitch him away.
Yeah. Tried
Don't
to go
give him
inside,
nothing.
and he just turns and pulls it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I won't do that again, as it's just a matter of keeping that score at just a 1 right now. Duran at the plate with 2 outs. Cutter misses center of the zone, and it's fouled away. We'll come back to that circle change now. Way too far under the zone. I don't think I've tried to go a slider low and inside. That misses as well. Not enticing enough. Let's see if we can tie him up with a fastball. And he lifts it to center right. Short run over, and we've got it. Boston ahead, though, now 1-0 as we move to the bottom of the 3rd. And Vientos, our underperforming DH, is going to begin here. 7, 8, and 9 will finish the first time through the order. And we're over that circle change. I don't think he's thrown that one very much either.
Come on, Vientos, do something exciting.
Well, he gets good contact there. Lifts it high into center field, slightly left, but it is a routine pop-out. Not the excitement we were hoping for. As now catcher Carter Jensen steps up, averaging 400 in the postseason. Can he continue his hot start? And yes, that'll go through the legs of Crochet into center field. We've got a ground ball, 1-out single.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 4,
And Noel V. Marte now with a man on for the first time here for the Royals. As we try to take a score back, I don't think so. Gonna challenge that one. That looked outside, and I'm right.
Nice. See, when our batter challenges, he's tapped to tell him it all smug as fuck. He'll look angry as shit when the opposing team does it.
Right. Got to keep our composure as
Oh,
Marte
go.
lifts the circle change in the left field. 1 out away from stranding that runner now. Lineup will turn over for the first time, and Friedel will inherit the base runner.
I like how he went in our outfield from an old Marte to a young Marte.
Yeah. And Friedel to center flies out. Strand the
Damn
base
it.
runner and cannot bounce back in this inning. Pretty tough start here. It's been a pitcher's duel for the most part. Chapman, of course, able to do some damage. One of the likely candidates to do so, of course. But Kolek has been doing a pretty good job, I'd say.
He's been pitching a gem up until that one mistake against Chapman, but
ball, that's out.
Ooh, very close.
yeah, that was a close one.
Yep. 1-2, we'll go slider. Ooh, got him to go after it, but he does manage to touch it.
Ray thought he was on the golf course.
Yeah. Do the cutter now. Got him! Kolek with another strikeout. Yeah, he's really trying to put the team on his back, and right now he is carrying us. 5 strikeouts through 3 1/3. Begin with the cutter low and away to Contreras. That goes more in. I'll take strike 1 regardless. Try to jam him with a fastball. Misses center of the zone, but we are there in right field for out number 2. And Trevor Story now here as Kolek is having a very quick inning thus far.
Trevor's story is his career on the IL.
And that's a weak ground ball there to second base, and no error this time. What a fantastic inning for Kolek.
Great defense behind him too.
Yep.
All right, boys, let's go.
It's time to turn this thing on. Yeah, you're right. We're in the bottom of the 4th now. Both pitchers really having their way with the offenses. Only 2 hits combined to this point, and Bobby is able to get a good barrel on that, but we're early on the timing.
Yeah.
That circle change as the first pitch. Yeah, I'm not anticipating that. And nope, we are jammed
crap.
inside. Bobby flies out to right. The contact that we're making just does not seem like it's quality, you know?
No. We've had a couple of good, decent cracks, but just right at him.
Yep.
We just can't seem to get one sneaking through, except for that one up the middle from Jansen.
Yep. 0-1
He's
here to
swinging the hot
Garcia.
bat.
Oh, just early on the cutter. I don't think that actually had home run distance, if that's fair, but that's probably good for 2. And it's 0-2 now. Way inside on that sweeper. Chance of let's go Royals. Sweeper. Garcia. And it won't fall in.
Just not enough on it. A little bit of mustard on that. It might have gapped.
Yeah, I think it would have.
Hung up a little too much, yeah.
It says just late, but the bat is entirely in the green section. Make it make sense. Collins will lift the sinker into left field, and it is yet another flyout. Same old story through 4.
Leading off
Well, the starter comparison is pretty dang close, I'd say. Kolek actually might be pitching the better game, minus that 1 to Chapman, yeah. Only 1 hit allowed for each. 5 strikeouts for Kolek, though, as he's been racking them up. And instead of striking out, what I've been doing offensively is just getting those weak pop-ups over and over again.
Yeah.
You know, it's not quite as demoralizing as striking out all the time, but it might be more frustrating because I am getting contact. You know, I'm not whiffing. I'm not getting, you know, embarrassed by swinging at a bunch of garbage per se. Just can't get the guys to break through.
Yeah, they're definitely, some of those strikes have been just, you know, in the favor of the Red Sox. Those hits you've been getting, they've just been, or the contact you've been making, I should say, it's just, you know, it's just everything's been going Boston's way. You know, right at them and dribblers and short flyouts, just nothing solid.
Yep.
And really the only time Boston's made any really good solid contact was the home run by Chapman.
Long
up until
run
that warning
to the
track.
warning track.
Up until that
Goodness.
warning track shot.
Ugh.
Holy shit. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's a tale of two stories here. One team got a lot of swing and miss, so we got a lot of contact and just no results.
I'm going to try to challenge that. I think that got the top of the zone. We'll see. Successful in 1 challenge, and we'll make it 2.
Nice.
Splits the ball in half there. Yes. All right, 2 for 2. We'll try to go low and inside now. Just inside, and it's fouled away.
No one fast enough to get that one.
Nope. All right, 0-2 to Rafaela. It's a slider, and we got him swinging. 6 strikeouts for Kolek now. Yeah, dominating performance and one of the best all year so far.
That's a perfect placement for Sadon because he chases.
Yep. Halfway through this ball game now, and we really need to get something going. Neither team has been able to put the bat to ball with much success. Chapman, the sole hit for the Red Sox, a solo shot that put them on the board, and nothing since then from either team, as pass squatch will pop right up to the catcher, who barely even has to leave his own box. You know, it's the same thing. We are under so many of these pitches. Bobby gets a good one to hit. It's a sinker, but there's not enough power behind it. And again, we fly out.
That was Bretton Doyle, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. It almost doesn't matter who it is. It's the same result. Vientos, late decision to swing and shouldn't have swung at it. It's strike 1. Yes!
Oh!
Mark
Oh!
Vientos is able to take
Finally!
that cutter way into left field. It goes far back, 422 feet, 24 feet, excuse me, as we have tied the ball game now. It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality, and Vientos with a solo shot makes this a brand new ball game in the middle innings.
Woo! That was beauty.
Woo! Right back at you, Crochet. How's that? Hell yeah.
Woo.
Awesome. All right, well, the only other guy to put a ball in play and make it to a base safely here is Carter Jensen. See if we can go 2 for 2. We are late on that fastball, just barely, and that's a familiar story. But the game is tied up, so the odds are once again split between the teams. Beginning at the top of the 6th here, only 50 pitches has been all it's taken for Kolek so far to get through 5 innings of 1 hit, 1 run ball. It has been an outstanding performance by, per our rotation, our number 2 pitcher.
Yeah, Kolek's been just dealing.
He has just been nails this whole time. Meyer on the slider fouls it away. Circle change as he's over the top of it. Fouls it into the dirt. 1-2. We've got a waste pitch. Cutter outside is fouled away. Wonder what a sinker low and in would look like. Great job. Jams him. And we got the out at first. 5 1/3 through Kolek. And it's Chapman. Here we go again.
Pitch him away.
Pitching away.
No
Miss
touchdown.
with the cutter. Yeah, I don't want to touch the inside here, but if Kolek can't get that pitch to go where we're aiming, then we're going to be in deep trouble. There's a fastball in there.
If you're going to pitch him in, you got to pitch him high and in.
Whew. All right, well, I might do so. I'll try cutter at the top edge. Yeah! Got him! Great call for that. Strikeout number 7. Wow.
Insane.
That was a thing of beauty there. Thanks for the assist on that. Oh, it stopped at first. Can we get Duran on the recovery?
Get him.
Yes!
Yes!
Excellent job. Wow. Other than that error early on, the defense has been lights out behind Kolek and his individual performance as well. Absolutely enough for a quality start. He has made that metric. That's 6 innings of 1 hit, 1 run ball as we go to
impressive.
Crochet here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll let that one go. That's
Good
just
call.
another jam shot. 0-1. Nope. Wanted to hold up on that. Couldn't do it. You know, it's funny how you can have the discipline on a quality pitch. And then there's one that, you know, is in the other room. And I think about it. Trying to defend the zone, swinging under the cutter. It's not even in the zone, you know, just with 2 strikes. My zone expands, and that was enough to fool me. Not close.
That's what happens.
Yep. Let's see if Friedel can turn his game around. 0 for 2 today as we are late on that sinker. Got to rely on something other than the home run shot as Friedel lifts that into right field. It's going back, it's going deep, and it's caught!
Oh, fuck.
Man!
Shortstop, Bobby.
I thought we had another one. Right when I was saying that we can't rely on the home run ball, we've got to try to get men on bases and play small ball to earn those runs, and nearly blasted one.
The man that we need on base is at the plate right now.
Yeah. Somehow, some way, we need to get Bobby to stretch those legs out there. And here we go again. It's just a fly out to center field. Bobby's out, end of the 6th. All right, we go into the top of the 7th. Kolek with apparently the stamina to go to the complete game. I think at this point we'd say that could be an option.
Well, I mean, his energy's dipping, so I'd say this might be his last inning, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't want
His
to pull
confidence
him
is way high.
prematurely, of course, but yes, we do have to think about, you know, the advantage of letting a guy go that is cruising versus the challenge of bringing in a shutdown arm just to make sure. As Abreu lifts that high into left field, gulping under that one. And we've got 6 1/3 down for Kolek now.
Up next for the Red Sox, the first baseman.
Mixing up the pitches pretty well, holding back a little on the slider and circle change. Why don't we throw a slider then? They haven't seen very much of it. And it's in there, bottom of the zone. Perfect pitch, man.
Very, very, very well placed.
We'll go Cutter. Hit well and to left in foul territory. That had home run distance on it.
For sure.
We'll go slider again, and we're bearing down on it. Weak ground ball to third base. A swinging bunt from Contreras, essentially, and it's out number 2.
The batter, number 10.
What a job by Kolek, man. I can't sing his praises enough here as we're almost through 7. Cutter fouled away. On a day that we needed a solid pitching performance, Kolek has been the best option that you could think of. And we've got it snagged out of the air at first base. 7 innings down.
Yeah, Kolek has just been dealing all day. That one mistake. Oh.
Red Sox leaving Crochet as he's only thrown in 49 pitches to this point.
We need to score a run. We need to give Kolek a shot at the win.
Yeah. Let that cutter go. It's a good one to swing at, I think, but, man, that pitch count has me feeling some kind of way.
Every time I played, I was such a free swinger. The start pitcher for the other team never threw any more than like 45 pitches, dude. I swing at everything. That's my problem.
Well, I do too, I guess. Trying to just get something happening here. Maybe trying to force it a little bit there on that one.
Yeah. Tom, just look for a good one. Easily said, but not easily done. But look for a good one.
Yeah, I know. Right at the belt line there. Thought I could bring that one the other way. 0-1. Oh, that was it. That was it. Collins fouls it away. Even had good timing. Maybe trailing a little bit late, but it's 0-2. Time to get a pop out.
Oh. Collins been having a rough one. He hasn't got a hit in the series yet.
Yeah. 2 down here for Pasquantino. And the sweeper misses. Crochet should be nearing that fatigue status now, even though it's only pitch 58 coming. 96. Says too early, but you move that bat back to where it should be making contact with the ball, and it's not nearly as egregious as it looks like there. I hate that they do that. Weakly hit as we're jammed, and it's a 1-2 count. Wow. Only 2 innings that Crochet has pitched has reached double digits. Unreal. And Pasquatch will get a good piece of that one into center right field for pop-out number 73.
But the thing is, he's been in the zone a lot, so his pitch count's slow because you've been hitting stuff, just not getting great contact. So, I mean, that's not like, you're swinging at garbage and striking out. It's just the fact that he's been pitching in the zone and you've been making contact, just unlucky contact.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I was saying earlier. It's a difference. Nice stop. Throw it. Hello?
I was like, what are you doing?
It's like he got stuck in the animation. He wouldn't throw it.
Sasquatch isn't that fast.
All right, well, we got the out.
Foot races.
Yeah, we got the out. But yeah, that's what I was saying earlier is that it's different. When I strike out 9 times in a game like this, I put a lot of that on my shoulders. The swing selection, not getting results is one thing, but feeling like I'm the cause of not having an offense is tough, and to have the opposite effect to where generally I feel like the at-bats have not been a bad quality. I've definitely swung at some garbage, but I think that overall I'm not having a bad offensive day as far as what's going on at the plate. Miss. Yeah, I think
No, it's what I'm saying. It's crazy how Kolek has been carving up the Red Sox, the strikeouts, and those guys should all be frustrated and having a bad day because they've been striking out so much. But you've been making a lot of contact. It's just unlucky contact, and it's ridiculous.
Yep. Trying to finish off Narvaez here as we bared down, and I still can't quite get him out. Full count again. Slider. Fouled away.
Oh,
Good catch by the ball boy.
he's out.
Yeah. Yeah, they caught it. He's out.
Yeah.
3-2.
Oh, man, that was a good sinker.
Yep. All right. See if a circle change will go under the zone. Inside, grounded to first. Lots of activity there. The hot corner on the opposite side here.
Up next for the Red Sox, the center field.
Rafaela. So I think this is
Keep
going to
it
be
away.
the last batter for Kolek.
And keep it away.
Begin with the cutter. Misses under. Try to nail a fastball there. Get it, ball boy, get it.
Arte was going for it.
Yeah.
Screaming mine all the way.
I got it. Oh, come on now. He's halfway to first base. All right, we've got a 2-2 count now. One more.
Changes. After the way he leaned there, his middle name is going to be Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Yep.
Jesus.
2-2. We'll try that sinker. Close.
Oh,
Man. Still don't have enough to bear down. I want to cut her inside. I want to see if we can change it for the first time in this at-bat. Come on, man!
are you serious?
That's ridiculous. I threw 10 pitches outside, and I come inside to switch it up and try to get him, and it's a solo shot. Unreal, dude. I know you told me not to go inside, but I didn't feel like that was a bad decision.
It was low in the zone, too.
Yeah, that's going to do it. All right, we got a lefty, Meyer.
Yeah, then
'cause-
Chapman, and we need to. We can always walk Chapman.
oh, my gosh. Okay.
You just got to
so-
pitch Chapman away. We got to put the lefty in because we got two lefties to deal with.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the end of the day for Kolek. Two unfortunate solo shots will hamper what has been an absolutely incredibly pitched game. And we now turn to Daniel Lynch IV, looking to inject an IV into this team. Marcelo Meyer here in the 9 spot will be the batter that he faces first. And he's going to challenge that four-seamer. Calmly
That was a
asserting-
more relaxed. That was a
Wow.
more relaxed challenge.
Yeah, it was. About the width of a blade of grass there. That's the difference. All right, we'll see what a slider looks like. 1-0. Swings over the top. Fooled him pretty well. Okay. The same side sinker against Meyer now. Jams him inside. And I want to see what a knuckle curve looks like low and away. Daniel Lynch. Got him! There we go. Nice pitch.
Nice.
And Boston's going to bring in Danny Coulomb. He's got half energy right now. Curious
Okay.
that after so many pitchers were used yesterday, that they turned to a fatigued guy with a 1-run difference in the bottom of the 8th. Very interesting choice.
Won't pitch yesterday against us.
And Doyle on the first pitch lifts that high, left center field, and it is brought down just before the warning track.
Oh, man.
Doesn't matter who's pitching or who's batting. That's been the story of the Royals offense today. Vientos swinging at that sinker, fouls it away. Watch that one. 1-1 count here from Coulomb. Nope, meant to check that swing. Didn't look like it was going to go that high at first. Barely tapped the button. Vientos committed. And we defend the zone there. Oh, boy. Time is running out here as there's only 5 outs left to go. Early on the cutter. Nope. Over the top of that knuckle curve. That's out number 2. It says early on the timing. I didn't even feel like it was that bad. And Jensen now back to the plates. Can't get the cutter. Low and away outside the zone. Moved more like a slider, man.
Yeah, it seems to have a lot more side-to-side movement.
Still can't reach the cutter as that is on the outside edge. 0-2. Come on, man. Just can't even touch it. A sweeper. Of course it's a sweeper.
Leading off the Boston, the third baseman.
I don't want to see that replay. All right, Chapman back to the plate. We're leaving in Daniel Lynch the 4th right now as we need to hold this team to a 1-run lead. I think Lynch is as good as option as any right now to try to get that result. It's 0-1 against Chapman. Circle change is fouled away. We move 0-2. See if we can backdoor him on a slider. Not quite close enough.
It started a little bit closer to the zone.
Yeah. Let's see what the knuckle curve does. That's closer, but still not great.
Not enough break on that.
Yep. Aim a little bit more in with the slider, 2-2. Under the zone. Chapman doesn't want any part of it. Going to try a sinker on the full count. There we go.
There we go.
Ground ball, shortstop. Bobby Witt plays, and we've got him. 2 outs left to go to get us to our final chance in this ball game. It's certainly been the entirely opposite of Game 1, hasn't it? Offense certainly not at a premium in Game 1. 17 runs between the two, and this game features just as many hits as it does runs. Might have been better to serve just to go myself, but Daniel Lynch with a nice little slide, putting the moves on Duran at first base. He got the out. But yeah, it has been opposite day here in Game 2.
Oh, that's low.
1-0. Ground ball, pass squash once again. And we have 3 outs to survive. And Boston's going to bring in Garrett Whitlock to try to save this game and close it down. Just in case. Right-handed Whitlock, not full energy. Maybe that could be somewhat helpful towards us. It's 9-1-2 as our final chances are coming to the plate. Over that slider. Good timing. Low in the zone, though. Not a great pitch to do much with. And a little bit lower on the sinker. Timing is good again, but now I've got to expand the zone even more on the 0-2. Over the top. Just, you know, Just feel like this is... It's almost feeling like it's just out of my hands, you know? Like I can't seem to get it. You know, between not getting the check swings, getting fooled outside the zone or under the zone, swings that I feel like we should be making contact on that they just whiff. The endless amount of pop-outs.
Yeah, I hate games like this. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, can't grab the circle change. And it's a 1-2 count for Friedel. Finally get a piece of that slider. It'll be 1-2 again. Take that one. As now we start to think about games 3, 4, and 5. As it's very close to being an elimination series from here on out. Defending the zone, fighting away the slider. 2-2. Under the zone of the sinker. Full count. Bobby on deck. Friedel's got some good speed. And ground ball to first base. He's not going to be able to outrun Whitlock. As we're down to our final out. And it is our MVP and All-Star Bobby Witt Jr. 0 for 3 today. He has not been a presence at the plate. I don't think he's even had to field a ball, has he?
Yeah, he's fielded at least one.
Yeah. 0-1. Inside with the slider. Confidence nearly maximum for Whitlock. Over the top of that sinker. Final strike. Fans on their feet across the stadium now. No time left. And Bobby, ground ball to his counterpart. And that will end the game. Boston, a much closer win today. Competitive throughout, but the solo shots off of the mistakes of Kolek were enough to make the difference, and our offense never got it going.